Hey everyone, welcome back. Let's dive right into today's challenge. Today we are looking at a problem called sum of GCD of formed pairs. Before we start, if anything confuses you during this breakdown, drop a comment below. I read them all and will help clarify things for you. Here is the problem description from the site. It has a lot of mathematical steps listed out, so let's break down exactly what it's asking us to do, step by step. We start off with a single list of numbers. In our example, we have 2, 6, and 4. For every position in that list, we need to figure out what the largest number is up to that point. So at the start, it's just 2. Then we see 6, so the new maximum is 6. When we get to 4, the biggest number we've seen overall is still 6. Next, we take each original number and pair it with that maximum value we just found. We then find the greatest common divisor for each pair. This gives us a brand new list of numbers. Once we have that new list of common divisors, we sort it from smallest to largest. Then, we play a matching game. We take the smallest available number and pair it with the largest available number. We take that pair, the 2 and the 6, find their greatest common divisor one last time, and add it to our running total. If we had more numbers, we'd keep pairing them inwards until we run out. We are going to walk through the logic using Python, but the exact same logic applies to any language. I've got the full code for Java, C++, and JavaScript ready for you at the end of the video. So how do we solve this? The problem essentially tells us exactly what to do, we just have to simulate it. But, if we search for the biggest number from scratch every single time, it'll be way too slow. The trick is to just keep a running tally of the maximum number as we move forward. Here is the full code to do exactly that. Don't worry about trying to read it all at once, let's zoom in on the specific pieces. First, we set up some basic variables. We get the length of our list, create an empty list to store our maximums, and set our starting maximum to -infinity, so the very first number we see will instantly replace it. Then we loop through our original list. For each number, we compare it to our running maximum. Whichever is bigger becomes the new max, and we save that to our list. This is much faster than looking backwards every single time. Next, we pair up the original numbers with our new list of maximums. We find the greatest common divisor for each pair, store them in a new list, and immediately sort that list from smallest to largest. To pair up the smallest and largest numbers, we use a two-pointer approach. We set one pointer at the very start of our sorted list, and one at the very end. We loop as long as the left pointer is before the right pointer. We take the two numbers they point to, find their greatest common divisor, and add it to our answer. Then we move the left pointer forward, and the right pointer backward, squeezing inwards until we are done. What happens if our array has an odd number of items? According to the rules, the number left standing in the middle gets ignored. Our code handles this completely automatically. Because we use a strictly less than sign in our loop condition, if the pointers meet perfectly in the middle on the same number, the loop just stops. The middle number is naturally skipped. Let's visualize that pointer movement with our example list. The left pointer starts at index 0 with a value of 2, and the right starts at the end with a value of 6. We process that pair, finding their greatest common divisor, which is 2, and add it to our total. Then the pointers move inwards. They both end up at index 1. Because left is no longer strictly less than right, the loop ends, skipping that middle 2. Perfect. Let's talk performance. The time complexity is big O of n log n plus n log u. The n log n comes from sorting the list. The n log u comes from calculating the greatest common divisor n times, where u represents the biggest number we are dealing with. The space complexity is order n, because we had to create a few extra lists to hold our running maximums and the calculated divisors. Really quickly, you can probably tell this is an AI voice. I built a system to generate these explanations instantly to help me study. I'm trying out this new fast-paced slide format today, so please let me know in the comments if you like this speed, or if it's too fast. I don't run ads or take sponsorships, just trying to make the best study material possible. Anyway, back to the recap. So the main lessons to take away from this problem. First, whenever you need to frequently check the maximum or minimum up to a certain point, a running total is your best friend to keep things fast. Second, the two-pointer technique is the perfect tool anytime you need to pair up opposite ends of a sorted list. Alright, that covers the Python logic. As promised, here are the full solutions for Java, C++, and JavaScript. You don't have to pause and retype these. You can just grab the copy-pastable code from Leetcode, unlock.com. The link is in the description. Here is the full solution written in Java. It uses a small helper function at the bottom to handle the math. Next up, here is the exact same logic written in C++. And finally, here is the solution in JavaScript. using a quick arrow function for the math calculations. Before you go, I want to mention I have a main channel called Leetcode Unlocked. The ultimate goal there is to eventually upload a clear explanation for literally every single problem on the platform. If you study outside of just the daily challenges, definitely check it out. If this video helped you, please leave a like and subscribe. If you want to support the ad-free server costs, you can buy me a boba at the link on screen. Keep coding, stay consistent, and I will catch you in the next one.